if you guys want to make it happen by tweeting out the stream and getting more people in here, make sure everybody in your family comes. But Standoff, Hardpoint, Wisdom, start it off.
Yeah, let's go for it. Now, what are your thoughts on the Standoff map here?
You know, Standoff map for Hardpoint, I personally, I love this map. It is an intense, close quarter map. That's why I like it. You know, it's symmetrical. Plus, all the hardpoints are relatively inside. Streaks on this map need to be used when you are transferring from one hardpoint to the other, because that's when you have the advantage with the people being outside. But other than that, streaks don't play a massive role in this, and that's why I like it. It comes down to strictly gun skill and those submachine guns, in which you can really see a lot of action. What about you?
You know, I really like it. It's a really well-balanced map. There's a lot of tight hardpoints, but then you also have some wide open ones as well. So once like bottom brown, this first hardpoint, it's a really hard hill to hold for a full 60 seconds, where something like bottom store is a lot easier to hold.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, you say it's a hard hill to hold, but look at this eVasive going big, 21-1 right now, really showing their dominant force on this middle hardpoint. And as I'm looking here, eVasive, Genesis, I'm going to call him Genesis. Genesis is going to be anchoring down back in top factory already, so they're going to have that advantage as one's going to be pushing down as we see that. But Lycus, they got some weird names here. eXodus Lycus is going to be inside this, getting the last remaining hardpoint points as they're going to be rotating over. And as you see, it's going to be eVasive. Geddis taking it over, getting a nice kill right there on above plays, trying to come in there and gets another kill, about 1 or 2 kills away from that Hellstorm. So be on the watch out for him.
Yeah, and apparently I've discovered that it's actually Genesis, not Genesis. He just has some funky spelling going on there.
I figured, oh well.
So, now it looks like we have eVasive here. They're taking an early lead. Still up 18 seconds, which isn't bad. Now we've got 31 seconds left in this hardpoint. There's someone downstairs. Let's see if he's going to challenge. And Vinzoki gets 1, he gets 2. There's one more in the bottom, He's going to try and contest and just help his team, give them time to rotate to that next hardpoint in top grandma. Now you're going to see Vinzoki is just going to hold this top green, and the rest of his team is already going to start rotating. Unfortunately,
sorry.
No, it's all good. Like, the problem they have here is the eXodus team is already set up in top grandma, so they're going to have one player back alley from eVasive trying to break in, but he's just going to get taken out, unfortunately.
Yeah, but as you see, he does in fact get taken out, making eXodus right now controlling this grandma's hardpoint. Vinzoki for Team eVasive now has his Hellstorm, Lightning Strike, as well as a Sentry Gun, just earning that as he got an assist, able to get those 50 points. He's working over here trying to take out the Anchor, and he does in fact take out Farmer, and he's going to be pushing up through this bottom position. And there it is. It is going to be eVasive taking it over. Vinzoki on a 5-kill streak gets taken out right there by Lycus, as Lycus came in there for Team eXodus, taking it over, trying to regain some points, regain that loss, that deficit that they had. Scores 60-53 right now. Looks like they're going to tie it up until they transfer over to the bottom shot position. But before I say that, Guinness pushes in there. Very aggressive. Nice shot with his Scorpion. Now, you know, it's very hard to get that accuracy with the Scorpion, especially from those distances as you're shooting over. But this very interesting play. He leaves that hard point. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I don't like seeing teams leave that hardpoint. Every second really counts in hardpoint, especially in hardpoint. And the last thing you want is to lose by 1 or 2 seconds. It does happen, and it happens more frequently than people think. So you're better off to send 3 players up to the next one, leave 1 in the hardpoint, and just have them set up properly for that next one. And that 4th player can actually provide a flank if the other team is trying to break into the hardpoint.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, Saucy going big here. He's going to earn his Hellstorm and Lightning Strike. Vinzoki uses Lightning Strike already, still has a Hellstorm and Sentry Gun, so they're probably going to use that. But there you go. Saucy's going to earn all of his score streaks, and it's going to be Scripter right now working this top shot position, gets taken out. But Genesis doing a great job holding down this point here, and they got just about all the points for this hard point, which is really impressive and definitely going to give them an advantageous lead. As you see, 109 to 50, 110 to 57, as they're going to be rotating over for this middle hard point. Now plays is just going to log it down from Team eXodus, getting the last remaining 5 seconds. And it looks like eXodus Lycus is going to be taking it over, but gets taken out, leading eVasive to come in there. Saucy, Vinzoki, as well as Genesis was in there, but now leaving it up to Vinzoki, as Saucy is going to be controlling his bottom wood section as one goes through there. And some great gunfights going on here, but I really feel that Vinzoki's Sentry Gun, as well as Hellstorm, and Saucy's Lightning Strike, full streaks, is definitely going to come in big on those rotations, knocking out the anchors. What about you?
Yeah, and I'm just looking at Vinzoki right now. He's flipping between a 2, 3, sometimes 4 bar, but on average, like he's got that solid 3 bar struggle. So it's really great to see him doing work. And I'm just looking at the scoreboard here, and Vinzoki actually has 8 defense right now, which is pretty unbelievable considering they're not even halfway to their 250 yet needed. Now let's jump on board with Plays here, because he's on a 4-kill streak and he's in the hardpoint, so he's getting some good defense in here. Looks like he already has his Hellstorm. He just picked up all his streaks. Great play on him. Now you're going to see him rotate right to the next one. I would have liked to see him rotate a little bit earlier, but he was getting those points. Dirty kill on the guy going hop up into top green. That was a great play on his part. Unfortunately, he gets taken out. Yeah, that was just like, and that was long range too with his MSMC, so some great work for him. Now, in the hardpoint here, we have, eXodus still has control, so they're starting to come back a little bit. I don't want to jinx them, Codcaster Curse. You're going to see one guy try to go hop up here, he gets taken out by that Scorpion. Like you said, that Scorpion is so deadly, that high fire rate, he gets another kill with that Scorpion and the hop up. If you can control the fire rate on that, it's like, it's just deadly. Now, he's going to play it safe, because he's close to his score streak. So he needs probably 1 more kill, maybe 2 assists, and he'll get it. He's got 1 assist, he needs 1 more assist. He can do this, he can do this. Where's the guy in hop up? Where's the guy in hop up? He's gonna get back out. Yes, he gets his Hellstorm and his Lightning, and he needs probably 1 more kill to be killed for his sentry. So that's a great play on his part. He knew that he was close to a streak, held back a little bit, and as a result, now he's picked up some streaks for his team. Unfortunately, he gets taken out. And let's go back on board with Plays here, because he's getting into the next hardpoint, and he still has his Hellstorm and his Sentry. So I'd like to see them set up their Sentry back here, and just pick off some players, maybe put a trophy on it, but instead he's going to get in the hardpoint. So whatever his team needs, Plays is doing a great job of getting in there.
Yeah, you know, an interesting thing I would like to, as I go on board with Like, is holding down here, working his way up towards that Hellstorm. Got the stealth. He does, in fact, have a stealth chopper. If he, as for one of his score streaks, he hasn't earned the if he's working his way up towards that, and he could possibly lag in a bit there. But an interesting thing about sentry guns, if you notice on the overhead map on the right-hand side, you've got a sentry gun back there in the back alley. Position. You also have 2 sentry guns right now for Team eVasive, putting them down. That's going to be Saucy's and Vinzoki's sentry guns in the back. Now, what I didn't like about that sentry gun placement in the back hay position by Saucy, the reason why I didn't like that play from him is because, if you noticed, eXodus got just about all 60 points in that factory position hardpoint. Now, the reason being is because that sentry gun was not able to act. I believe Saucy should have placed that sentry gun by the gas side, and if he would have, that would have really avoided, basically shut all the routes down, all the choke points, and leaving it up to the only choke point, which is that jump up position. So that's where he should have placed it rather than back hay. But as you see here, one sentry gun gets destroyed, and the other one does as well. So the sentry gun's not going to be able to do a lot of work, leading Lycus to come in there. Let's go on board with Roman here. Roman's in an interesting position in this top factory position, but gets taken out there. But nonetheless, Farmer's going to come in with a lightning strike, getting a nice 2-piece, and then Lycus is still holding it down. Now, eXodus made a nice comeback here, not giving up. As you see now, a close to 50-point lead, which is very impressive, especially with 2 minutes remaining. Time's running down, and those points are going to matter in the end.
Exactly. Now, unfortunately, Roman got taken out here, so we're going to see... Let's go on board. No, see, every time we keep going to an eXodus player, they keep getting taken out. The Codcaster Curse is real.
Very
now, let's
real.
Go on board. Yeah, now let's go on board with Farmer here. He gets taken out in the hard point. He tried to go for a knife. Unfortunately, he was too far away. You're going to see eXodus try and take over control of this hard point, and Farmer gets a great kill on that broken wall. So he's got some good awareness. He's hanging back a little bit with his M8, and he's just trying to get some of the more distant kills for his team, get some call-outs for the guys that are trying to run routes to break the hard point. And that was an interesting play by him. Not a lot of players know that you can actually shoot down the Hellstorm and the Lightning if it's coming down for you.
You can shoot a lightning?
Timing. Sorry, just the Hellstorm,
Yeah,
my
I was about to
apologies.
say, I was
Just
like,
the
whoa,
Hellstorm.
you just blew my mind there.
No, you can shoot down the Hellstorm if you have good timing. And so he tried to go for it. Unfortunately, he couldn't get it. But it was an interesting play on his part to see him go for that, because not a lot of people know that, or let alone even try it. So you're going to see him go top wood. He's going to try and get a couple more kills. And I don't think great job. He got the last few seconds on the hard point here as everyone else rotates. Now, it looks like the rest of the team, they're not set up. I don't like that. Unfortunately, they all got taken out.
Yeah, you know, they're not set up, and that's been the big issue here. They have not been setting up, and as you see, the point deficit is too much for Team eVasive to make a comeback here. So Exodus is going to take the first map, probably maxing out at 250. Very impressive stuff by them, but the problem is they did not utilize their score streaks. And I'm talking about eVasive here. eVasive did utilize their score streaks. They should have. They should have placed those sentry guns down in the proper spots to avoid, you know, and really cut off those choke points. But as you see, the final score is going to be 250 to 179. Exodus taking the first win for this best of 9, 1-0. Very impressive stuff on their part. Roman did a great job. I saw you guys out there in the audience. You guys liked Roman and really thought he was going to go off, and he did, in fact, go off. And especially with that AR, did a great job getting the final kill. Unfortunately, gets killed there. But as you see here, Saucy going big, 35 and 26, and Plays going 31 and 26 with 8 defends. Now that is why Team Exodus had such a great job, as well as Lycus with 7 defends.